Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be, let's have casual sex. I've got a quick email here from a guy, and he says, "Hi Corey, first off, great job you're doing. Second, sorry for my English, it's not my mother language." Alrighty. He says, "I have one question for you. This is my personal situation, but I have heard similar stories from my friends. I met this girl who is not my type, but she's got a great body and she's very sexy. Her good friend told me she has a crush on me. So if that was truth, let's assume that she liked me. I am interested to have some casual sex with her and nothing more, but that is the catch-22. She has no problem seeing 3 guys for casual sex only. She doesn't mind. She is pussy for them and nothing more. But when I suggested that kind of a relationship, it was a disaster." Well, that's why it was a disaster, dude. It's totally the fucking wrong way to go about it. And she says, quote, "What kind of girl do you think I am? Some easy slut? I would never be in that kind of relationship." She, of course, doesn't know that I know about her fuck buddies. Isn't it amazing? See, that's the thing. You've got to understand women and psychologically how they respond and what emotionally motivates them. Because you know that she's fucking around and got 3 other fuck buddies in her life because her friends have told you about these guys. But yet when you approach her and ask her to have the same type of relationship with you, and even though she has a crush on you, she reacts according to her societal conditioning, because society teaches that no, it's not acceptable for a woman to be promiscuous and have casual, unattached sex with guys. And so therefore she's just simply responding the way society has programmed her to respond. But these other guys that are sleeping with her, that was not the approach that they took in order to get her to do that. And he says, so my question is, what did those guys do right that I did wrong when they can have her in the middle of the night with one text to come over, and I, the guy she has a crush on, can't sleep with her if we're not in a serious relationship? An explanation would be much appreciated. So here's the bottom line. If you know this girl has a crush on you, you've got to treat all women the same. You don't go up and say, "Hey, let's have a casual sexual relationship." I mean, pretty much every woman's going to react exactly the way that this particular girl reacted to you when you approach it that way. The correct way to go about it is just say, if you already know this girl, just say, "Hey, why don't we get together and meet up for a drink this week? When are you free?" Ask her when she's free. And she's awesome. Like, how about we meet at John's Bar, Bait Shack by the ocean or whatever it happens to be at 8 o'clock, and I'll see you then. It's like, great, let me get your number. Give her your phone and let her put her phone number into your cell phone. And then you've got it. And then that way you can text her your number and just say, "Hey, I'll see you there. If something comes up, I'll text you and let you know. But otherwise, we'll just agree to meet at the restaurant or the bar or wherever, Starbucks, wherever you happen to be meeting." Okay? And she'll say, "Great." It's like, "Awesome. I'll look forward to it. I'll see you then." Give her a hug and then go about your business, and she'll meet you there. If this girl has a crush on you like she supposedly did, she'll meet you. You'll have a great time. You'll drink. You make sure she's doing 70 to 80% of the talking by asking her questions because you want to get to know her and you want to hang out with her. And then you just say, "Hey, well, I'm going to head back to my place, and you're more than welcome to join me for a nightcap." And then she'll probably go back to your place with you. Or you can go to another place after that, or it rolls into dinner. And if you're sitting there having dinner, or maybe you just have some appetizers or something like that, or if you meet for drinks and you really like the conversation and where it's going, then go someplace where you can have a little bit of food, or maybe a wine and cheese bar or something like that. And then you simply notice if she really likes you, she's going to be reaching over and touching your hand, touching your arm, laughing all your stupid jokes. And then you just say, "Hey, why don't you go over and sit next to me?" And as you're sitting there talking to her, and she's like this, her face is like right here, and she's right next to you as you're talking. While she's talking, look at her lips, and then into her eyes, and then her lips again, and then back into her eyes. And do this over the course of 4 to 5 seconds. And if she feels the same way, she'll look at your lips. Then you just say, "Why don't you bring those gorgeous lips over here and kiss me?" And then you just start making out with her, and then start heavy petting, and just say, "Hey, let's get out of here and go back to my place. We'll have a nightcap, or we'll have a drink over at my place." Or if her place is closer, you go back to her place or whatever. And then it just naturally will evolve and seduce her like you would a woman that you wanted to date. You want to treat all women the same. It's like, see, what you've done, I don't know if how long you've been following my work for a while, but obviously the way you went about it was wrong. And the process of seduction is the same for all women, because sex has to be your fault, because that way she can, because, I mean, you see how women justify and rationalize everything. I mean, she completely denied, she doesn't mention the other guys that she's sleeping with, but in her mind, she's rationalized that behavior with these other guys as being acceptable. And she'll do the same thing with you. Is it, if it's your fault, because at the end of the day, you're the one with the penis. It's like you can't have sex unless your penis gets rock hard, because you can't penetrate her with a limp dick. So it's the same thing. It's, you can't penetrate and seduce a woman if you are limp in your purpose or your way of going about seducing her. It doesn't matter if this is a girl you want to date and make your girlfriend, or you just want to hang out and hook up a few times. And after you've hooked up and had sex, it's the same thing. I say, hey, why don't you come on over and we'll make dinner together at my place. You'll say, oh, that sounds great. And she'll come over and hang out and you'll make dinner together, and maybe you have sex before you have dinner. You just naturally, when you've already seduced her, it's like the next time she comes over, you can just say, hey, baby, it's good to see you. And you kiss her and grab her hair, maybe push her up against the wall a little bit and start rubbing her in her thigh, maybe rub her pussy through her pants, because you've already been there before. And you get her turned on, you get her horny, you can seduce her again. And it's the same process over and over and over again, whether it's with her or somebody else. But the way you went about it, it's just, you basically communicated to her that you don't understand the process of seduction, and you obviously have not seduced very many women in your life. But these other guys that she's hanging out and hooking up with, they went through that process, and now they just say, hey, why don't you come on over? Because she'll come over and hang out because she's hanging out and hooking up because she obviously likes having sex. But obviously she knows deep down it ain't going anywhere with any of these other guys. And so she's hanging out and hooking up with these dudes until she finds somebody that she really wants to date and have a relationship with. That's all you have to do, man. So if you have a question that you want to ask me, or there's a topic you want me to cover in the future video newsletter, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which is going to be on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max detailing your questions, your situation, your challenges. And you just got to give me several days to get back to you with a response, because I get a lot of email from the internet, and I also get a lot of it from my paying phone coaching customers. But be patient, and I will get back to you. And if you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. And you can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which is going to be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, on my website, underneath the email sign-up box, will be a link that will take you to the Amazon Kindle download page for my book. And once you get there, you don't have to have a Kindle device to read my ebook. All you have to do is download one of their free e-reader apps, and there'll be a button on the right-hand side of the download page that'll open up a window that you can download an app for your Android smartphone or tablet, your iPhone or your iPad, your Mac or your PC. It takes a matter of seconds to download and install the app, and you'll be reading my book in no time. And I will talk to you soon.